Hello, and welcome to Dr. Shahiem Hartley's podcast. My name is Shahiem Hartley. I am a South African born Canadian family physician, and this show comes to you from Edmonton, Alberta. The title of today's podcast is Being Different is Your Superpower. So let's get into it. This being different is for you. If you feel on a personal level, you've always been different. Different in the way you think to your family members, your colleagues, your friends, your social circle. Different in a way that you stand out. You always think differently, you always talk differently, you find different things exciting. Then this is for you. On a professional setting, if you felt that you've studied for one degree, you want to go for a second degree or a third, you feel that you want to go for an extra certification, but all your colleagues, all your friends, all your family members, they've got their one degree or one diploma and they're happy with that. So that makes you different. If you feel that you are in a position of work where, again, you are grateful, you are happy where you are, but you are ambitious, you want to go higher, you want to go further, that makes you different. On a social setting, if you are talking about the world, if you see the world for what it is, its wonders, its greatness, there are many parts to the world, but let's focus on the positive for today. If you feel that you want to travel the world, you're living in South Africa, you're living in Canada, you're living in Asia, you want to travel the world, that makes you different. It makes you exciting. Now, there are many ways we can be different. I've mentioned but a few. But being different, that is your superpower. If I reflect back on my own life, being different, my superpower was seeing the potential in others. It's something I didn't notice at first. It took me a long time to crystallize that thought. When I was young and we were at primary school, so yes, in South Africa, we still had primary school at that time. So we were talking grade 4, grade 5. Even at that age, there would always be two teams, whether it be cricket, soccer, or sports. I would always be on the other team. I'd always be on the team where the students, they were still finding themselves, they were doubting themselves, they weren't sure what exactly to do. I would be on that team. I would be following that team, cheerleading that team, supporting that team, or leading that team. And to see the potential in those players as they start to find themselves and as they grow into their true potential was absolutely and always is amazing. When I was at the University of Stellenbosch as a physiology lecturer, teaching the autonomic nervous system, which can be fairly complex for students. But again, when you teach that to them, you see their eyes twinkle, you see that realization that they understand, and you see their full potential being realized. It's absolutely amazing. And in my 20 years as a family physician, working both in South Africa and now Canada, I've seen so many patients that with a slight nudge, just opening their eyes, showing them their true potential, it makes them better people, better partners, better spouses, better parents, better professionals. And all they have to do is just realize that being different is something you should be proud of. It's something you should lean into. So at this point, it allows me to speak about another story, and this is not my own. It's a story from Derek Fay. You can find him on YouTube and Instagram. It's a fantastic story. But before we start the story, I just want to mention here that whether it's true or not, or whether it's realistic or not, it doesn't really matter. We're just setting the premise here. So this is the way the story goes. There's a couple. They have a young boy, and unfortunately, when the boy is born, he's born without a left arm. The boy grows up. He learns to adapt. He uses his right arm all the time, and he's very adroit at doing most things in life. The parents decide at the age of 12 or 13 that they would like him to learn a martial arts, and they send him to judo school. They come to the class, they see the sensei, they ask him, would you be so kind to teach our boy? The sensei looks at the boy and sees he's only got the right arm. He looks at the boy and he says, yes, gladly, I will teach your son judo. So the boy, when he comes into the class, he recognizes his uniqueness. So does his sensei. He recognizes his ability to adapt. So does his sensei. And with that, the two of them set on a journey. The boy being taught by the sensei. The sensei teaches the boy one move and one move only. For 2 years, all the other students learn different moves and different things. He just learns this one move. After 2 years, the sensei says to him, we are going to get you into a tournament. The boy feels overwhelmed. I only know this one move. The sensei tells him, you'll be fine. The day comes of the tournament. The boy's in the tournament. He has 3 rounds and then he gets to the final. He beats the first boy, the second boy, the third boy easily. He is amazed by this. The sensei just nods to himself and smiles. In the final, he's now facing the champion. It's a tough match, but guess who wins? It's the boy. The boy wins. He is beside himself. He's elated. He runs to his parents. He hugs them. They are so glad for him. The boy turns around and looks for his sensei and sees him sitting on a chair, smiling to himself. He walks over to the sensei and says, I can't believe this. How did this happen? You've only taught me one move. The sensei smiles and he tells him, in judo, there is one move that's almost perfect. It beats every move. It beats everybody. This move beats everybody, but it has one flaw. And there's only one way you can defend yourself against that move. You have to grab the opponent's left arm. So this is a fantastic story to show that some things we think makes us different. We perceive it as a weakness. We perceive it as something that's bad. But if we can lean into our difference, if we can lean into those things, it's amazing what we can achieve. It's amazing what we can achieve when we believe being different is our superpower. So today's podcast is not to give you answers. It's to give you time to reflect. Look at your own life. Look inwards. See to yourself on a personal level, on a professional level, and on a social level. What is your different? Have you leaned into it? Has it become your superpower? There are many versions of us in the world. There are many versions of different people in the world. But you are unique. There's only one of you. And you can change and be the better. But remember, in the end, there can be only one.